Hello guys, welcome back to Civilization 5. It's been a while since we had a last council meeting, so a lot of things have accumulated. And first of all, I want to go over appointments that I have made. And first off, I think it's important to go on the espionage overview. So obviously we have our special agent Jeff Jefferson, who's currently in Dragonhall and tasked with counterintelligence. And our new spy is known as Carol Cigar. Well, not cigar, but cigar. I'm not entirely sure about this. He is, I think a saucy. I'm not entirely sure which city he's from, but he is from Essos, and he is a noble, and he's a very wise man. So he wants to serve me as advisor, and I have kind of turned that around and made him a spy. He's currently in High Garden, or he's moving to High Garden in order to steal from them. Well, not steal technology necessarily, but definitely spy on them and see what they're up to, because these guys, the reach has really been quite annoying as of lately. So yeah, we definitely have some tensions with these guys, so it's important that we kind of know what's going on in High Garden. But yeah, I also, we have actually quite a while ago, we have made Pentos a full-blown city of our Draconian Empire, and our overseer, Toby the Lion Hill, I made him now the Castellan and no longer the overseer. I just made him the Castellan of Pentos. He's done his job very well, so there's no need to replace him. Also, we have two new settlements. We have Silverdance and Saltcliffe, and I decided to give command of Saltcliffe to Roderick Tarbrook, and I decided to give the command of Silverdance to Louis Sunblade. Louis Sunblade wanted to be a Dragonrider, but I can't, well, fulfill his wish in this case, because we don't have any dragons left. So I think it's quite okay if he gets command of Silverdance. Now, I might need you guys as generals later on, but for now you serve me best as Castellans. Okay, now that's the appointments out of the way, and now I just want to quickly jump out of character and tell you guys something about how we're gonna do these votings in the future, because I struggled in the last episodes, well, not the last 4, but before that I kind of struggled with producing videos, because I only could really produce like one video, and then I had to do a council meeting. That was a little bit frustrating and kind of stopped the flow of me playing. So what I decided how we're gonna do the next ones is I came up with 3 different scenarios, or 3 different options that you guys can pick from, and these options will also impact on impact several things. They will impact obviously my decisions in the following episodes, also what wonders or buildings we build, and also our research. And I try to combine them and kind of try to make them so that they would make sense, if that makes sense to you. I'm terrible at explaining things, so I'm sorry for that, but I hope things will get clear. So let's actually open the technology tree so I can show you guys what I actually mean. Now, the first path is kind of the exploring path that I thought we could go to. So this one would mean that we will research technology next, and that will enable us to strengthen our dragons. That's just something very good, because obviously we have dragons, and making them strong is always a good thing. So that's just a nice thing. And obviously, yeah, we can also build gardens, which is not that useful for us just now, but anyways. So the best thing about theology is obviously our dragons, but having theology will enable us to get or research the compass. Now, with the compass, I'm not entirely sure, but it says right here that we can embark units and make them cross the ocean. If it's not possible, we are gonna have to also research astronomy before we can actually go ahead and explore more of the world. But as of right now, we only know of our home continent, and we know of Pike, nothing else. So I think it makes a lot of sense to go this route and maybe explore the world. Also, we will be able to build the Draconian Titan, which I'm sure you guys know which kind of Titan this actually is. Anyway, so I think this is quite useful for us. And yeah, this is the first path, the exploring path. Now the second one will mean that we will build, or not build, but we will research the civil service and chivalry. And that is kind of the path of war. So we will be able to get our unique unit, which is currently called Gironca Mold. So we would have to come up with a name or for a name for these units. And we will also be able to build knights. And obviously these two units are very powerful, and with them we should be able to crush the Reach. And that is basically what we're going to do. So with the first one, we will obviously focus on research and focus on exploring the world. With this second options, we will build up our military, get stronger units, and then we will declare war on the Reach and take over their cities or destroy them. That's something we're going to decide later on. And also, if we are going to, or if you guys choose this path, I will also change the production of Sunhold, because currently we're building the Iron Bank, which is quite useful, I think. But if we're going to go to war, I think we're going to change this to the Alchemist skill, because that one will provide us with 2 Wildfire Trebuchets. Those are siege units that have devastating damage to cities and naval units. So since in this path, if we go this path, the war path, we'll go for civil service and chivalry. We'll not upgrade our dragons, and our dragons are currently our only siege unit. So by having these 2 free Wildfire Trebuchets, it would be much easier for us to actually take over these Reach cities. So that's the second path we could potentially go. And the last path is kind of the just peaceful path. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So in the last path, we're actually going to research 4 technologies. We're going to research engineering and ironworking, metal casting, and physics. And the reason behind this is that we will be able to build the water gardens once we have physics. Now, the water gardens, actually, I just closed it, didn't mean to do that. The water gardens, they provide a free garden, and all gardens will provide 2 happiness. Now, this is a really cool wonder, but it's necessary to build this wonder in a desert, and it will make it so that each oasis adjacent to the city will provide 1 citrus, and citrus is a luxury resource. So if we build a new city over in this vale right here, over in this place, we would have 3 adjacent oases that will provide citrus, and that would be very cool. So the second path kind of means we're just going to build wonders, and we're not going to declare war, we're not going to explore, we're just going to basically build up all of our roads, we're going to build a new settlement, help out our allies, and all that kind of stuff. So not going to focus on anyone, we're just going to be more protective of our own stuff, and, you know, just not interact with other people that much. At least not in a, meaningful, no, that's not true, but definitely not that much. We're more going to focus on our own, and less on other people. So I think that maybe that was not clear. I hope you have understood what I meant. Anyway, so those are the 3 paths that I think we should go, one of them at least, and that will also determine on what we will do in the next turns. So, and lastly, with that out of the way, I actually want you guys to come up with some more suggestions for certain parts of our world. First of all, obviously, I want you guys to come up with a name for this peninsula over here next to Mur. Actually, for this, I might want to show you the resource icons just so you have some more of an idea what's over here. So we have ivory, sheep, a lot of fish. It's obviously the White Walker Peninsula over here. We had some ancient ruins, and it's close to Mur. Then, of course, I think it's very important that we find a name for this sea or ocean, whatever you want to call it, over here, because Mur is our ally, and Saltcliffe has been founded over here as well. So, yeah, we are going to travel this sea more frequently now. Also, if we are going to found a city over here, we will obviously need a name for this vale, or this mountain desert area, whatever you want to call it. So we need a name for this region as well. And also we need a name for this path in the north, because the Blood Riders and Jesse Sand, together with Aladdin, the White Death, they have traveled this path several times. So we kind of need a name for this. So it's basically the path from Ashai and Ashai Ridge, kind of all the way to the coast of Dawn. And yeah, also we will need 2 names, one name for this region right here and another one for this region right here. I would possibly accept the names Riverlands and Reach, but I wouldn't like them very much. I would accept them because they kind of make sense. There's a lot of rivers here, and this is the Reach. But if you could come up with better names, I would be very grateful. And lastly, I think now that we have discovered all of our continent except for these 4 tiles, but they're probably not that important, I think we should come up with a name for our home continent, so please also consider that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Gironca, signing off.